Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. And if you are new here, welcome to the TiffTraveled family. Today we are back in one of my favorite little corners of Florida, Key West. There's just something about this place. It's the salty air, the colors, the definite chill vibe. Every time I come here, it feels like it's time to slow down just a little bit. Today we're going to do it the Key West way by electric golf cart. So buckle up or click that tiny little seatbelt and let's cruise around the island, check out a few local spots and see what everyone's saying, and of course, end up somewhere delicious. You already know we had to start the day off with coffee. Once that caffeine kicked in, this was our spot. The morning light, the breeze, and barely any other passengers in port. It was so nice when the island isn't packed. You can actually hear the birds and smell the flowers and soak in that old Florida charm without bumping too many elbows. I'm sure locals appreciate that too. You walk down the street, see a restaurant, try to decide if that's where you want to pop in because the food looks and smells amazing, to turn the corner and smell beautiful flowers and find some historic homes. Key West most definitely has a great mix of just about everything. After a little exploring on foot, we made our way to where we were going to pick up our golf cart rental. Now, there are plenty of rental places right off the pier, but we chose these guys, and I'm glad we did. Hydro Thunder, friendly, professional, gave us some very good advice and tips. And you never know what you're going to get when you rent things on vacation, but this, to us, A plus. They gave us a quick walkthrough, checked the cart, made sure we were all set, and just like that, we were off. And let me tell you, going electric, it was a 10 out of 10 choice for this situation. You can actually hear the birds, the waves, even the snippets of the island life as you kind of roll past. It's quiet, it's peaceful, and it was perfect for filming. Okay, guys, let's talk parking. Whether it is a car or a golf cart, if you see yellow, if you see red, do not park there. Park between the signs where it actually says you can park. Purchase your tickets at these different locations, and where you see the white here around that golf cart, that's where you want to park. Whatever it is, that's where you want to park. So there was some confusion around this, and I just wanted to try to help you. It is very easy to get the ticket. You put your tag number in, and you're set. You will grab your ticket at one of these stations. You will enter in your tag number. Yes, the golf cart has a tag number, and then you are done. I would say, pro tip, snap a photo of your ticket just in case it decides to go flying away. That ocean breeze. That picture might save you a fine later. You can move your cart between the locations with that same ticket, just no parking on Duval Street. That is definitely a no-go zone. Off we went, heading all the way to the north end of US 1, soaking up every view we could find. Living in Florida, I know we're not exactly, high above sea level, but seeing the, 3 feet elevation right there, it was still very wild to me. We got a map when we rented the golf cart, and I would suggest a map because the streets all kind of you have two main streets that go through from one end to the other, and then you have a lot of little side streets. So if you're looking for something in particular, especially as small, as kind of compacted as this area is, definitely kind of look at the map and kind of at least get your bearings on where your main street is, because we did a couple roll arounds before we got our bearings. And I think we know what we're doing, haha, but hey, just so you're not wasting too much time, look at a map, have one with you, so that hopefully when you're walking around, you kind of have an idea of where you're at and where you're going. There are so many different spots, whether it is just an old church, old buildings, old hotels. There's just something on every corner. So you have a little bit of modern or, rehab with something that is old. So you never kind of know what to expect, which is why we enjoyed renting the cart so we could kind of tour it our way. In our little tour here today, I have tried to include things that I thought might interest you. And I've tried to make the tour one where you could kind of see the different restaurants, the different buildings, the marinas, the different areas that you may want to go to. There may be something that sparks your interest in this. So know that there's a lot more to it than what you see here. I've just kind of condensed it to give you a really good idea of what to expect. We're starting here just a couple blocks from where the port actually is and working our way back to the other side of the island. So we will be going all the way to the other side of the island to see what we can see. The ride was full of postcard moments, bright pastel houses, the Ernest Hemingway house, the little white house from Truman's time, the naval station, and of course, the southernmost point. We rolled by just a week before they had started their renovations, and honestly, skipping that long line for a photo was not a bad thing at all. We had ocean views, fresh air, and no waiting. Win-win. We made a few pit stops along the way, some parks, some random side roads, and yes, there were food trucks. There is one in a park that you will see coming up that apparently everyone came to this park looking for, and it was closed on a particular day. So I will tell you, um, pro tip number 2, if you will, to check the hours and the days of operation prior to driving, walking, riding, whatever it is, across the island for something very specific. Now you are hungry and have to find something different. So keep that in mind. A few turns later, so we found ourselves near the old Green Club and some beautiful stretches of ocean. I'll admit, it is definitely relaxing for me. My husband's the one driving, so he was definitely a little more focused. This particular park and trail is one that I had heard mentioned many times, so I headed here to see what it was about. Hopefully, it gives you an idea if it is somewhere that you want to make that trek to on the other side of the island. The water on each side is completely different, but no matter where I went, it was clear and beautiful. So let's take a walk together down this beautiful pier, and you will find, hopefully, what I did, something very intriguing and something that I think that I would want to come back to. There are so many different areas to choose to stop and just kind of take pictures of the water, the surroundings, the area. I chose some that I heard a lot of people mention, so hopefully this is some of the areas that may interest you. The Key West Marine Park is one that I heard many people speak of, and it is clean across the island as you see here, all the way at the other end, but it is worth it. Hey guys, last time I was in Key West, I didn't actually come down to the water, so hubby drove me down to the water today so that I could see a little bit, put my feet in the water and kind of experience Key West. I love how they have the ladders that go in the water. For those that are familiar with Strickland's in Florida, kind of reminds me of that growing up as a kid, but it is definitely hot here today, so I'm definitely going to get some sun. But for those of you who love the water, I would suggest this particular beach for you, just being able to walk in the water. Everyone is saying how wonderful it is, so I thought I'd get on here and tell you, but I got to get back to hubby, which is down this entire pier, so back to filming. Bye guys. I do hope I did that justice. The sound was amazing. The people just seemed to be enjoying it in such a way that seemed they appreciated it. There were plenty of tables to sit at. Apparently, there was a food truck. It was closed this day, but apparently, people travel to go to this food truck, so I would mention that. And there's definitely a lot of other things, as you see here, the garden club, and a lot of the things that are very close to here. So, hopefully, that gives you an idea if this is something that you may want to do when you come to Key West. You will see the sign here, begin A1A. We are now officially on the other side of the island, headed into basically where everyone shops, where everything is at. The speed limit here is about 35. I think the golf cart went about 30. We were told not to worry about it, that everything would be fine, and it was. We did pull over a few times to make sure that anybody that was behind us had the freedom to go around us, no questions asked. We understood that we were going to be the slower person, and we were respectful to everyone else. But if that is concern for you, speak to whomever you're going to be renting your golf cart from, and they should be able to tell you what, if anything, you would run into like this for us. Hopefully that answers some of your questions. I know this museum is one that a lot of people like to go to, so this is completely on the other side of the island. So hopefully that answers your questions to where it is and if there's any issues that you may run into. Okay, confession time. Whenever we travel, we have this one store we always stop at. If you know, you know. And yes, we found it. We actually weren't even looking. We spotted the sign, looked at each other, and just started laughing. And of course, we had to pop in. Oh my God, that's funny.
Sears.
Sears Town.
Huh?
Sears Town.
Right over there.
Oh my goodness. Found a couple little treasures, cooled off in the AC, and then the universe blessed us with something glorious. It was a TJ Maxx. Don't laugh, TJ Maxx is a must-stop for us. Whether it's in the Keys or somewhere else, we're gonna go in. We browsed, giggled, made a purchase or two, and then hopped back in our trusty little golf cart to head downtown again. Rolling back through downtown was just perfect. The wind, well, and my hair. The sound of music drifting from nearby bars, and the mix of the locals and the visitors that give Key West its heartbeat. Honestly, this might be the best way to explore the island. You get to see everything at your own pace. Stop whenever you want, no tour guide rushing you, just pure, easy island freedom. So I would say this is probably one of the best surprises here for us. We pull back up at Hydra Thunder, park the cart, do a quick walk around, check, all good. And then, surprise, there is a bus waiting to take us right back to the ship. We had no idea that this was a part of the deal. And after a full day in the sun, that was the best gift ever. We hopped on, cooled off, and just listened to everyone around us. And this is where I get half of the info, just talking to people. Everyone had stories and opinions and little discoveries to share, and that's what makes travel to me so much fun.
Far away, and then they have to shuttle in. Can you imagine over 5,000 people trying to be shuttled into town? It's a nightmare.
I can't imagine me being on a ship by that.
So that's a wrap on our Key West golf cart adventure. We got to explore, relax, laugh, shop, and see so many sides of the island that you might miss otherwise. Would I rent from Hydra Thunder again? 100%. Quiet ride, great service, easy return, and that surprise shuttle back is absolutely worth it. So if you're coming to Key West, take your time, explore, sip something, listen to the roosters, and don't forget to find a little joy wherever you go. If you've enjoyed this adventure, hit that thumbs up. It really helps this channel out. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next episode. Up next is one of my favorites, Hermit's Key Lime Shop. Welcome to all the new subscribers. So glad you're here. And until the next time, travel more, find joy, and I'll see you in the next adventure.